What is up, folks? This is Peter Modiba, and welcome to my channel. You know what it is. It is about that time. It is about that prime. It is prime time. I'm so excited for today's show, guys. Hey, it's gonna be really awesome. And I'm sure you guys saw the title and the heading, and you saw who's gonna be on today's episode, guys. It's gonna be crazy. And I'm gonna be having my fitness friend who will be joining us. He's all things health and fitness. He's really has inspired me so much, and he's motivated me in order to reach my prime. I'm so excited to get into it. We're gonna learn so much. It's gonna be empowering. It's really gonna take us to the next level. But before we get into it, let's take a look at my fitness progress for the week.
I took them losses, now it's time to grind. Yeah, my mama told me never stay down. Yeah, turn back right, it's prime time. Prime time. Yeah, I took them losses, now it's time to grind.
Come on now, listen, we are going for it, guys. Listen, man, oh man, like, you guys don't understand. We're really pushing. We're going to the next level, and we're gonna reach all things when it comes to prime time. But without further ado, let's just jump into the show for today, and let's jump into the episode. And guys, man, oh man, this guy does not need an introduction. As you can see, right? Some of you are like, yo, it's about to go down. But I'm really so excited to learn from him. He's such an awesome friend of mine. He's such a great friend. I've learned so much from him. He motivates me, he encourages me, he inspires me, he empowers me. There's nothing that he doesn't do, guys, and I'm so excited for him to be on the show. I mean, like, if I had a jet, guys, I would give it to him, but unfortunately he's gonna have to understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But guys, please give a warm welcome to my friend, Mr. Zama Madlala. Yes, sir.
What it is, no?
Yeah.
But bro, Peter, thank you so much for inviting me to Primetime. I've really just been watching episodes, just seeing how people are just coming here, sharing their story, and how just your journey is just empowering and guiding people to a place where they can realize that it's possible, making people understand that we've all got our journey. And at the end of the day, in order for you to get to the finish line, all you need to do is start. So
that's right.
I'm happy that you started and
and
showcasing to people basically
that's right.
your journey.
Guys, he's already spitting bombs.
So,
He's already spitting balls, this guy. So
you know what I'm saying?
But let's go for it, man. Thank
No
you so
problem.
much, man. I really do appreciate it.
Anytime, bro.
And man, this contribution, it means a lot, man. It really means a lot. Guys are so skeptical to just like reach out to him, because I know this man is too busy. You guys see what he's doing and the work and the push and the grind. It's really crazy, man, what you're doing. But thank you so much for investing your time here. And I know that it's gonna be insane. The show's gonna be really insane. But yeah, man, I think let's jump into it.
Cool.
And I think the first thing, man, that we all want to know is who's Zama, man. In a nutshell, what is Zama about? And just tell us, man. Tell us.
All right, cool. Just break it down. Basically, Zama, by the name. My other name, I'll share it, is Alpheus, which actually means successor, by the way.
Okay.
And basically grew up in a family. I've got two older sisters, got three younger sisters. Grew up in an area in Johannesburg called Wendywood. Then about from grade 5, moved to Pretoria, where I actually went to Glenstainshire Primary. Ended up going to the Glen High as well after that, and then obviously went to varsity. I actually ended up moving back to Johannesburg last year due to the fact that obviously I work at a digital marketing company in Johannesburg, where I'm a digital project manager. So basically I've been in that space since about 2016, because my last year in varsity was 2015 in a sense. So I've been loving the space. Like, it's really crazy. Demands a lot out of you in a sense.
But I think you were on a meeting before even coming
100%, like literally on a meeting. On the way here, as I arrived in a meeting as well. But to be honest, I don't think I would be the person that I am today if I hadn't gone through all those challenges in the workspace, personally, etc. as well. So I'm just thankful to everything that has happened in my life, because it has made me the person that I am today. And God didn't allow it if it wasn't according to His will and purpose and plan.
Come on, brother.
So,
amen, brother.
That's just a bit about me. I think about my interest and love. Obviously, I'm a full-on Man United supporter.
My dude. I think I should get another person now. Guys, I'm a Chelsea supporter, my man.
But bro, sometimes it's fine. We can sit in the same room.
Okay.
We're both from the English Premier
Blue
League.
and red, 0-7, and Ish, I don't even know what to say, but hey.
It is. And then South African wise, I think, yeah, I used to support Pirates. I am just with them by association, parents wise, in a sense.
Oh,
but
okay, Chiefs, guys. I'm a Kosi for life.
You know, we're just on opposite ends today.
It's
you know
weird,
what I'm
eh?
saying?
It's
But
so
hey.
weird. Anyway. no, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I think apart from that, like I just enjoy like spending time with people. I really enjoy helping people as well. You know what I'm saying? I really
Yeah.
I want to see the best for people. Like, yeah, that's pretty much me. Like I'm just a people's person in a sense, and
yeah.
I just want us all to do the best that we can. If I can help you, let me help you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can help me
Definitely.
too. Because I don't think we all have it together.
Yeah.
But what I've learned, I can share with
Yeah,
others.
I love that, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Like your strength, you know, you can be, you know, you can, when people are weak, you can be strong for them.
100%.
And then vice versa
Vice
also
versa.
happens.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
yeah,
really awesome, man.
That's pretty much me in a nutshell.
No, for
I could
sure.
go on for the rest
I
of
know,
the day. You know
I
what
know,
I'm
I
saying?
know, dog. And I'm sure like the people watching and like, come on, keep going, keep
You know?
going. But guys,
But
we don't
yeah.
have like all the time in the world, you know? Now that's proper, man. That's really proper.
Yeah, as you know, as well.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. You know, I love running and playing soccer.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah, standard
those are my
standard procedure.
things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, guys, never go against Zama when it comes to running or when it comes to soccer. Like when it comes to just sports in general, this man is on another level.
Competitive.
Yeah, he's like my trainer. I'm making my coach, but not someone who I compete with, you know?
Yeah.
But nah, that's clean, man. That's really awesome, man. And obviously today, man, you know, and it's something I know that you've been through, and it's what I want us to discuss, right?
Cool.
But it's something, you know, which is called the 40% rule. You know, it's mental and it's also psychological, and it's really about overcoming mental barriers.
Sure.
You know, and you know, as you think about what you're gonna say, I'm gonna tell everyone about where it originated. So basically, it comes from a book which is called Living with the Seal, and it's written by Jesse Itzler. I think I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
You know,
I really hope so. Yeah. But basically, what happened, to keep the story short, is that he saw one man, a black man, running. You know, he was running a relay race. And this relay race actually consisted of 6 people. It was like a 6-man relay race,
That's
you know. But what was crazy is that there's a guy who stood out, and that man actually ran this race by himself.
Hectic.
Like by himself, dude.
So there
like,
wasn't other people?
There wasn't other people
One
in
man.
his team. One man.
What a
dude.
gent.
One man, right? And he was so intrigued. So what happened is that this guy invited that man who ran the race by himself to his home,
Okay.
to stay at his house and his family for 1 month. And you know what the first thing that they did? You know what the first thing that they did as soon as they got to the house?
Yeah.
Basically, the guy who ran the relay by himself, he said, okay, listen, how many pull-ups can you do? And you know what the guy said? He said, I can only do 8.
Okay.
So Vele, he did 8,
Sure.
right? And then for him, he punched.
Okay.
That was that.
Yeah.
And you know what the guy said? Actually, it was discovered, sorry guys, it was discovered that this guy's actually part of the SEAL, the American SEALs team, you know, which is really, really crazy. But the SEAL was like, okay, take 30 seconds and then do it again.
Yeah.
Right? And then he ended up doing 6, and then he was punched.
Cool.
Right? But then, you know what the SEAL said? He said, dude, I believe in you. You can actually do 100.
Hectic.
You can actually do 100. And you know what? When he did 8 and he did the 6 and, you know, accumulation of that, he thought that he was done and he was finished, you know? But what's so incredible about this story is that he only reached his 40%. And you know what happened? He actually did 100 pull-ups. You know, obviously he took breaks and whatnot, but he ended up doing 100 pull-ups.
That's crazy.
He actually told the SEAL guy that, nah, I can't do 100.
Like it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Hectic.
And
Now,
he
that's
managed,
crazy,
and he
actually.
managed to do it. Yeah, he managed to do it. So, man, this thing is really, really crazy. But Zama, please speak to us, man, about the 40% rule and what has been your experience when it comes to, you know, just overcoming mental barriers.
Yeah.
And just give some insight on
Yeah, I think for me, bro, the biggest thing is actually the mental man at the end of the day. Like, your body's only willing to go as far as your mind is willing
goes.
to take it,
Yeah,
in a sense.
sure.
And I actually experienced that last year in lockdown when I ran my first marathon.
Yeah.
I promise you, I used to tell myself, I can't do this. I will never be able to run a marathon, you know. And then I had a shift of perspective. I had a shift of mind. And I got to the place where I was like, actually, you're not doing it because you're telling yourself you can't do it.
Yeah.
But the moment that you tell yourself that this is possible,
Yeah.
you will make it possible despite how you feel at the end of the day.
Come
You
on,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Because we know that literally, whatever you tell yourself, your body will align with that, and it will actually take you there despite your emotions or the pain that you basically taking your body through.
suffer,
You know what I'm saying? And I got back to a place where I was like, you know what, nah? Like, just because I haven't done it doesn't mean that it's not possible.
It doesn't,
You know?
exactly. Doesn't mean it's impossible.
You get what I'm saying? So I started looking at people that have done it, asking questions, and then I got to the place where I was like, shucks, this is actually possible.
It's possible. I can do it. Yeah, exactly.
So the first point that I'll talk about is where I couldn't run under 4 minutes per kilometer in over a long distance.
I hear you.
So I remember having a conversation with a guy that kind of averages at about 3 minutes 30 per kilometer.
No, guys.
And literally
No.
that day, after having the conversation, I went for a run in the evening and I ran at about 3 minutes 45.
Yo,
You get what I'm saying?
that's insane.
So for me already, because somebody had broken that barrier, I started believing it was possible for me as well.
Yeah.
And then what did I do? I went out and I achieved it.
And you did it.
And
You did
after that, it became a standard in a sense. So I know that I can actually do it
Exactly.
because I did it.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So
Oh, that's amazing.
that is the first one. And I think the second one is the marathon. My gosh.
Yeah,
You know, so in my mind, I think my 40% was 33 kilometers.
33 kilometers.
Because that's the furthest I've ever run
in
ever.
your life. Yeah.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
hear you.
So what I did in my head, I kind of broke things down into bite-sized chunks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I said I'm going to run 10.5 kilometers because in my mind, if I'm telling my mind I'm running 10.5 kilometers because I've done it before,
Exactly.
now my mind is like, I can do it.
Let's go again.
You
Because
get
you've
what I'm saying?
adapted and you've adopted and you understand. It's kind of like your body's like, let's do this.
Exactly.
It's the norm.
There we go, right? So bam, smash the first 10.5. Body's like,
We nice.
we used to
We
this,
nice.
you
Yeah.
know? Then I say another 10.5. Now we're at 21.
Okay.
Right. So my body's also used to 21 Ks because I do that regularly in a sense.
Okay.
And then bam, I hit the next 10.5. Now we're at what, 31.5.
Okay.
Right. And now my body's like, bro, you know you haven't gone past this point before.
It's shaking.
You
now.
get what
It's
I'm
a bit-
saying?
Yeah.
Bro, now I'm like, now the real battle comes in the mind where you're like, shucks. Okay, I'm used to have only getting this far. But now to get to the next point, which would help me obviously complete the 42 kilometers. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I just told myself in my mind, bro, are you telling me you cannot do another 10.5?
That's
You
real.
get what I'm
Man.
saying?
That's real. Yeah.
Bro, so I'm running here, I'm running. I think 2 kilometers into that, I'm like, I can't do this.
Shucks.
Like literally, that's what my body's telling me. It's like, bro, stop. It's okay.
It's chai.
You don't
Like,
need to do
you
this.
did a good job.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You know
I
what I'm
hear
saying? But then I said to myself, I'm like, bro, you didn't come here to run 35.5 kilometers. You came here to run 42.
Exactly.
Right?
You came to win. Yeah.
Exactly.
And secure the bag. Yeah.
So then while I'm on this road, I actually remember it was just there, the road next to the highway. I tell myself, I'm like, Zama, bro, you just have about 7 kilometers to go. You're telling me you can't do this. So get my mind to tell my body what to do.
Exactly.
Continue running. I'm out here. Hit the 40 kilometer mark. Bro, literally in my head, it's like I was lifting up my legs with my hands now because it's
I hear you. I hear you.
And then finally, I get to the point where I hit the 42 kilometers, you know? And for me, that just reminded me of the power of the mind. That despite the challenges that you're going through in terms of the pain in your legs or within your body, bro, your body will only go as far as you are willing to take it within your mind.
That's key, yeah.
So
That's
every
key.
run, I can tell you, before I go for a run, I actually planned it within my mind before. So I already planned the routes.
Oh, shucks.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I already see myself finishing and on the journey.
You already have that vision.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people stop because they didn't visualize the end goal.
Oh, man.
You get
I
what I'm
hope you
saying?
guys are taking notes, man.
You
This
see?
is good stuff. Yeah.
So every run, I make sure I visualize it.
Okay.
I put myself in that situation, and what I saw, I make it become.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
That's really
so
good.
that's what I'm saying, bro. The mind is such a powerful thing.
That's crazy.
It is the greatest tool
Yeah.
that either works for you or against you.
I hear you.
You get what I'm saying?
I
So
hear
I
you.
make it work for me.
I hear you. I hear
know,
you.
so- Yeah.
That's a lot, man. Yo, that's a lot. And there's so much there. There's so much, man. And I can really relate and attest to actually just what you're saying, because I actually also experienced the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think I did tell you briefly about it, but it's when I'm actually in his field runners group. So that's a running group. where they just encourage each other and they
just a running community. You're
yeah,
getting
running
people
community, exactly.
together,
And
yeah.
they run, I think, daily. They share workouts, they share their milestones and things like that. So what I'll actually do, guys, is that I'll drop the link in the description and in this video so that you guys can check it out. And yeah, if you don't mind, bro, I'm
100%,
bringing
bro.
people to the group.
You know what it is? It's
the
about getting people together with a common goal, helping everybody become who they actually desire to be.
Exactly. So yeah, I'll just leave the link down below so you guys can check it out. But as I was saying, so as we were running, as I was running and I was part of this field runners group, I remember, I think it was last year.
Yeah.
You can just correct me if I'm wrong. It was last year where we had the 100K challenge.
100%.
100K challenge. And the goal was to run 100 kilometers in basically 30 days, in a month. So as I was going, I was going at it, and obviously I was not top 3, top 5. I wasn't there. I was just going at my own pace. But I realized that on the third last day, I had like 20 Ks to go.
100%.
So I had run like 80 kilometers and I had 20 Ks to go.
Yeah.
So basically, as I was running, right? Because usually my max was like 7K.
Hectic.
Yeah, like around 7K.
Now imagine having to like...
Yo. So as soon as I reached the 7-kilometer mark, something like...
Yeah, the body's like, hey.
Yeah, the body was like, it's chai.
Yeah.
But there was like almost like a switch in my mind. And, I felt so discouraged. I felt like in pain. I was like, what, it's fine. I'll just... Because my plan was to do 7, 14, 21.
Sure.
You know what I mean? For 3 days. So 7, 14, 21. But something switched in my mind. And literally, I heard like this voice, like there was a whisper saying to me, dude, you can actually do more. You can do this.
Powerful.
Yeah. You can do this. Just keep going. Yes, the pain is there, but there's just more. There's more to this.
Yeah,
there's more
there's
in
so
you.
much more potential.
There's
that
more
you haven't
potential.
tapped into yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's my second wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just went for it. I kept going. You understand? Then 7 kilometers all of a sudden became 10 kilometers. And then 10 kilometers all of a sudden became 15. And at this point, dude, I was like, I can actually do like half a marathon? Yeah, like 21K. I was like, I can actually do half of a marathon. I've never done it before in my entire life. You know what I mean? But actually, I can actually do this.
Yeah.
And what happened was that as I was running, even the security guard was like, "Hey Joe, what's going
on?"
on?" Yeah, because usually I run. I used to run and he used to check what I'm doing and stuff like that. But then. At this point, he was like, "Hey, something is up here.
Today you're on some other thing."
Yeah, you're just like on fire, Why are you running and running and running and running? And then eventually, guys, I actually hit the 21K mark.
Shout out.
And I experienced the 40% rule.
Yeah.
So whoever's listening to this, whoever's watching this, I want you guys to understand, man, that there is more in you.
Sure.
Hey, there's really more in you. And this can actually be applied not just in running,
Like in every area of your life, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When you think that you've hit your peak, your cap, that's just the start.
You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like when you think you've hit the ceiling, that's where you're actually even starting. I think there's a saying that I heard is that you haven't started until you get to a place where you're like, I can't do this anymore. Because that's only when you start.
That's crazy.
Because everything else till that point, it is possible. You've done it before.
Exactly.
And everything.
Exactly.
Now you truly start testing your character, your drive, your passion, your zeal, all of those English words.
Come on.
At the moment where you feel like I can't do it anymore.
Exactly.
Because that's where you stretch yourself.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And even Muhammad Ali, he has that saying, well, it's not a saying actually, but basically we learn about him and how he trained. But basically he would start counting his reps, right? He would start counting his reps when he started to feel pain.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he actually understood the 40% rule and how he would actually, I think he would do sit-ups or crunches or whatever.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't start actually counting until he felt pain.
100%.
That's really, really crazy.
That is amazing. For
and
me,
what does that? Yeah, it's crazy because what does that speak about now? It speaks about becoming because you're outside of your comfort zone.
100%.
You understand? Like if you're in your comfort zone, it's like and there's no pain.
Yeah.
You understand? Then it's normalized. It's something that you haven't adapted and adopted to. It's
100%.
just what you've been doing, going through the motions.
Yeah.
But now the greatest growth comes from the greatest pain.
100%. That's actually very true.
Yeah.
That's really, really true.
Yeah.
There's this saying that I like saying, that change isn't change
until
unless
something changes. Hey.
But if you want to see change, you got to change because change begins with you.
Oh wow, guys.
So yeah.
You see, we can leave it there. We can leave it there for real. But yeah, man, I think Zama, just for last remarks and just to close up, man. I think what would you advise people? What would you advise people? When it comes to health and fitness, and maybe just whatever workflow or people's aspirations or their dreams, just really reaching their potential. What advice maybe would you give to them, and maybe practically let's make it as practical as we can, because we don't want to just give you guys theory, but we also want to be practical about it, the practical side of things. Maybe just share a bit about on that note.
All right, cool. I think just going back to that point of change, one thing that you need to realize is that if you look at the word challenge, is the word change in it. So if you're not challenged, you'll never change. So you need to get to a place where you're putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, number one. Being it, let's say, if you are an athlete or you're a bodybuilder, being a person that's trying to lose weight, gain lean muscle mass, etc. The only time that basically change will actually happen within your physique, in a sense, is the moment that you're challenged. You get what I'm saying? Always set higher goals for yourself. Set higher standards for yourself. You can never remain in the same place, because if you remain in the same place, in essence, you're moving backwards.
Because relative motion.
Yeah, because life is always moving forward, in a sense. So, for example, if you want to start running and your journey is just starting out, start with like 1 kilometer, then push yourself to 3, push yourself to 5. Always make sure that you are upgrading. You know what I'm saying? When you buy a phone, you never downgrade when you go to a store.
Exactly.
They're always offering
which one
upgrade.
I have. Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So that should also be the same in your life. Always seek to upgrade yourself in every aspect and area of your life.
I like that.
So for example, with running, I started probably with 5 because I was a runner back in school. I used to run 1.5. I was a part of the soccer team and everything, so I started there. Then above that, I went to 10. Then I moved to like 12. And then it moved to a place where I said 15. And then gradually I went to 21. From 21, I moved to like a 25, then a 30, then now 40, 42. You get what I'm saying? So it's a gradual increase. You know what I'm saying? And don't put pressure on yourself that is going to basically mess with your body. You need to listen to your body at the same time.
That's important.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So get your rest, eat correctly,
and
everything. And I can tell you guys, like, apart from doing workouts and everything, nutrition is very, very important.
It's very key.
Because one thing that people don't realize is that they kind of switch it the other way. They focus on the 80%, which they think is 80, which is exercise, where the workout is only 20% and the nutrition is 80 in a sense. So it's do your workouts, yes, but just understand that that's 20% of actually reaching or you fulfilling the goal at the end of the day. And the 80% is the nutrition. So in that point, there was a point where I was running consecutively, consistently, and I hit a wall where literally I couldn't lose any more weight. But
that's
I'm like,
because of nutrition.
Because why? I'm still drinking my cool drinks. Why? I'm still eating the pops and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, makeshift. You know what I'm saying? We're out here. And literally, I'm like, but what's going on? And then I remember that year, in the following year, I decided to switch. And I got a program from a friend of mine who put me on like a vegan diet. And literally in 21 days, I felt lighter. I looked healthier, skin glowing.
Come on.
I lost, I think it was about 10 kgs in 21 days.
Wow, that's insane.
Bro.
That's insane.
And even my running improved in a sense. So that's when I realized that nutrition is very, very important.
Very key.
You get what I'm saying? Yes, you can lose weight while keeping the same diet, but then you're going to hit a wall. Yeah, so I'd hit that wall and I just decided, okay, let me just switch up, do things that will make you uncomfortable as well. You know what I'm saying? Because in comfortability, that's where you'll end up settling and you'll end up dying or remaining in the same place where you'll never grow. You'll never see new things in a sense. So I was like, okay, I'm used to eating this way. Let me change. Vegan, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? There's a bit tough. So then I kind of moved from that vegan diet to become a vegetarian in a sense. So I kind of kept that consistently. And then I only started including like meat into it on weekends in a sense. So in essence, that's how I changed, and that's how I saw the change happen within my life. You know what I'm saying? And then also, obviously, I'm moving away from a sports perspective, Like, for example, in school, bro, one thing I learned is never quit.
Never quit.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I failed varsity for 2 years in a row.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying? And the usual person or the normal person will tell themselves that, hey bro, just stop, like this is not for you.
Yeah.
But for me, that failure was redirection into the field that I actually qualified and have a degree for, in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's like it wasn't denial, it was just redirection, in a sense.
That's
and
good, yeah.
you know, if I'd quit, I wouldn't be having this conversation. You get what I'm saying? And that's just something that I took there and I applied it in every area of my life. That bro, don't quit. Don't quit, because on the other side of your obedience is the blessing.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Come on, yeah.
And that happened, got into work, bro. Work was crazy, but then just growing in the workspace, because the first year when I started working like fully, because obviously I had internships before then. Don't be afraid to do internships. You learn so much. It gives you experience as well, you know, because now when you're able to present your CV, it goes to show that you actually are able to apply yourself, because
for sure.
our textbooks gives us knowledge, but then when you apply, experience gives you practical, you know, practical experience.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
First year getting into work, crazy, bro. Like I had a lot on my plate, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I was eating for 5 people basically, as an individual.
Yeah.
And during that time, you know, you're like, bro, this is too much. I can't do this. I can't, bro. That year 2016 set me apart for the rest of my career. I can genuinely tell you that.
Wow.
Where, bro, I think now I've won about 5 awards in a sense.
Wow, yeah,
literally,
I've seen, also on your website as well.
You get what I'm saying? And these are awards that I remember at my previous company, my manager's like, dude, I haven't even won what you've won, you know?
Sure.
But for me, it's not about me. To be honest, all glory goes to God. He presented the opportunities. He gave me the opportunities to do that in a sense. And everything that I have is because of him, because he opened the doors. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Sure.
But at the same time, I also applied myself and, you know,
took a leap of faith.
You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing, like, it is through the tough times that I've built the character and I've become who I am right now. You know, if everything was easy, like
everybody
would be doing it.
I hear you.
So for me, it's just, I think the 3 points that I'd mentioned is never quit. You know, challenge brings change. And then the last one is whatever you put your mind to, you can genuinely achieve. So yeah.
Man, oh man, that was jam-packed, man. That was a lot, guys. Someone bring out the fire extinguisher, because that was really fire, man. That was really, really awesome. And I hope you guys got you know, a lot of knowledge and insight. And I told you guys it was gonna be lit. Didn't I tell you? I told you guys, man. So really, Zama, thank you, man. Thank you so much for the knowledge, for the wisdom. It was really, really insane. And I'm gonna go now and I'm gonna take notes and apply this. You know, apply this really, because this, what he's talking about, it's prime time. This is really what it's about. So that's really awesome. And guys, you know, today obviously we were supposed to work out, but Zama's just too cool for that. So we're not gonna work out, you know, but you can really follow him. You know, you can follow him and what he's doing. And Zama, tell everybody, you know, where they can find you and your handles and stuff like that.
All right, cool. So I am on all social media platforms, being at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But to be honest, I give attention to Instagram. So on Instagram, you can follow me on Zamilian_M.
All right.
I am on YouTube as well. That's Zama Madlala. So feel free to subscribe, follow, like, all of those things.
Whatever, you know what right? All right, awesome stuff. Okay, cool. And guys, if you guys actually want to follow the Primetime page, you can follow us. We're on Instagram as well. So it's Primetime_ZA. And you can also follow my personal account, which is at Peter Modiba, right? So that's at Peter Modiba. You can follow me. And if you guys actually want to also follow my weekly blog. So what I also do is that I write up, you know, these things and I just share, because I know some people, they like reading about it and stuff. So you guys can also subscribe to my weekly blog, and obviously this session will be on my weekly blog. But guys, we are done, and it was such an awesome show today. It was such an amazing episode, and man, I think that's it.
It's been real.
You know, it's been real. It's been real. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we want you guys to just keep well, make sure that everything is going well. We're wishing you guys well, and have a blessed time. And till the next one, this is Zama, and this is Peter Modiba signing out. Till we meet again. Cheers.
Shout out.